All right, so today we are going to go in and clean out our washer bottle. There it is down there on the driver's side on the 97 Honda Civic. I already have the bumper removed. We're gonna go back and show you how to do that. But yeah, I have clogged washer nozzles, or one of them. They're actually brand new. There they are. That one's completely clogged. This one's still working. But yeah, the lines have to be cleaned out. Something's in the bottle that's getting pumped into these nozzles and clogging them up. So years of grime, water, funk deposits, whatever, is getting pumped through the system here. So I need to get this bottle out of here and clean it out. So here we are at the washer bottle. So I want to take this thing completely out because I want to make sure and clean it well. One thing to keep in mind is there is a rubber grommet that seals the pump, and breaking the seal could make it hard to reseal. The rubber's old and hard. So one precaution is you might want to just go ahead and buy a grommet if you plan on removing the pump, so you can make sure and not have a leak when you're done, and then you waste your time doing this all over again. So there's the electrical connector. Some interesting goo there. So we're gonna take that out. Then we have our hose that feeds the nozzles, and this stuff is pretty hard as well. You might end up needing to replace this if it's really hard or gets stretched. I'm going to try to just reuse it. Carefully pull it off the pump here. There we go. Whoop. So actually we'll leave that for now. But yeah, so we're going to take out the two 10mm bolts here. They're holding the bottle in place. So when I say 10mm bolts, I mean they use a 10mm socket. The head is 10mm. So I'm just using my ratchet and extension to get these things out of here. Oh look, date stamp, March 19th, 1997. Kind of interesting to find those sometimes. Alright, so I see too that our electrical wire is clipped into the bottle, so that's going to be something else we got to pull out of there. And that thing that's in the way is the receiver dryer or accumulator for the air conditioning system. So then we got this clip in here. Almost got it out. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna see if we can remove it. So there is one more thing. There's a bolt at the top, right there. That's just the power steering reservoir that I'm pushing out of the way so I can see what's going on down here. The washer tubing is actually clipped in and wrapped around, so I'm gonna undo that. You can see it's clipped in right there, right above where the electrical wire was clipped in. So I undid that. I think we got one last thing. There's a clip right under here. So to get it to drop down, I'm gonna need to take this clip out. There. All right. So it's kind of hooked up and over the engine undercover. So I lifted it off of there. and you can bend it down. Let's see if we can get this out now. It does take a little bit of wiggling. Alright, so I'm twisting it so I can get the tab to go down to it. I actually unbolted the AC accumulator. Oh, now I can unplug that water hose. We're almost there. Aha. Oh, that cap can come out the top. Throw that aside. Alright, so now we got it out. So there's a bolt right here for that AC accumulator or dryer, and that is I just took it out so it makes it so it can move a little bit just to help wiggle out the bottle. Alright, so that is the removal of the washer bottle. We're gonna dump it out, clean it out. It's draining right now. Can make that go a little faster. It has that fancy blue fluid, but I don't know. I think that might have been what clogged up the nozzle, possibly. Maybe chunks of stuff in there. Alright, so now I got the washer bottle cleaned out. I basically just filled it up with water and covered the end and shook it up and agitated it and then dumped it out to get all the junk, the sludge out of there. So we're gonna kind of wiggle it back into position because this is a tight fit here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna put the bolt in that holds it up at the top here. Actually, after I wind the line behind it. So when I took it apart, this line seemed to go around and get tucked under, so I'm gonna try to put it back just the way it was. The WD-40 seems to help everything go back together. There we go. Alright, see, so now that hose is kind of wound behind the neck safely. It's not going to get caught when you're working around in here. Or at least I think that's the idea. And then I'm going to put the bolt back to hold the AC filter dryer. Just tighten that back down. Alright, so as far as the top goes, that should be about it. And I'm going to put my power steering reservoir back into its holder. Alright, so the line was clipped in to the bottle. There we go. Then it clips in along here, plugs into the pump, and we got our electrical clip right there, and connector here. There we go. I left the bottle loose because I got to get this undercover to clip on over the fender liner to clip over the undercoat. So gonna get it up in there with the bottle loose. You can get it up and over and secure it into place, and then you put in the clip, and then it's all done. And we gotta bolt it down.